There has been an awakening. Have you felt it? Star Wars fans will indeed get to have their own awakening once they put on the Jedi Challenges augmented reality headset made by Lenovo and Disney come November 3rd. Lenovo's polished up the $199 headset and lightsaber motion tracking, and wow, what a difference it is. Forget all those robotic BB-8s and action figures every company under the sun is selling as we inch closer toward the Last Jedi premiere. Jedi Challenges is going to be one of the hottest toys this holiday season. The last time we saw Lenovo's headset was back at the end of August, and it was an okay experience, but not amazing. The headset was difficult to see at the company's IFA show floor booth, and the lightsaber motion tracking was wonky. But I got to try the headset again in a more private setting with a polished headset properly calibrated, and try all three game experiences: lightsaber battles, strategic combat, and holashes this time, and I really couldn't get enough. The difference between the original demo and the new demo is night and day, and I really didn't want my time with it to end. That's just how immersed I was. The headset is light and comfy. Image Raymond Wang washable. But first, a little about the setup process. The R headset works with about a dozen approved smartphones, including the iPhone 66 Plus, 6S, 6 Plus, and 77 Plus. iPhone 88 Plus support is coming and should be ready by launch. All of the most popular Android phones, think Samsung Galaxy S7 and newer, some of the higher-end Motorola phones, and Google's Pixels are supported. Yeah, I'll have to check for compatibility, but I imagine many older devices with less powerful processors won't work. After popping your phone into the plastic tray and sliding it into the top of the headset, it'll walk you through connecting the glowy motion tracking beacon on the floor and then how to connect the lightsaber controller via Bluetooth. It's simple and straightforward, and there's no wires at all, which already makes the headset and controller a lot friendlier to pick up and play with. The headset was as light as I remembered it, and the head straps felt very secure. But most importantly, because the room I was in had black curtains hung up to block out ambient light, the augmented reality graphics were a lot sharper and clearer. At home, yeah, I'll have to make the call to either use the headset in a darkened room or deal with the potentially dim visuals. Using the headset in a properly prepared environment changes everything. Image Raymond Wang washable. Naturally, I had to try the lightsaber battles mode again because that will be the mode Star Wars fans will love the most. In this mode, you can lightsaber duel with some of the most evil villains from the universe. I got to face off against a handful of villains including Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, and Admiral Thrawn from Star Wars Rebels, but I'll spare you the full list because their appearances are a pleasant surprise. There are 3 difficulty levels in lightsaber battles, and you can choose to fight in a survival-style mode where you have to deflect laser gunfire from battle droids and then hack them down with your lightsaber, or you can duel the villains. I counted 6 planets, including favorites like Hoth and Lothal, each with their own different enemies and villains to fight with. I have to say that I'm impressed with how much content and gameplay Lenovo and Disney packed into here. They weren't kidding when they said these weren't mere mini-games. The company told me in August there would be up to 60 hours of gameplay across all 3 game modes, and there's definitely enough meaty replay value here. My biggest complaint about dueling with Kylo Ren during that original demo was that while I felt like the game was holding my hand with the assisted guidelines on where to move your lightsaber, I was wrong. The difficulty ramps up as blocks are strung together and more combinations are required. I broke a sweat during my demo. The detail on the lightsaber is incredible. Image Raymond Wang washable. On the newer version, the lightsaber beam is more in sync with the physical controller, and while still not a perfect 11 connection, was less laggy. The hacking and slashing was more convincing. I didn't spend as much time with the other 2 modes, so I can't say definitively if they're as deep as lightsaber battles, but at the very least strategic combat was fun to play. This real-time strategy-style tower defense game lets you place clone troopers, cannons, and even Jedi like Obi-Wan Kenobi on the R battlefield to fend off battle droids. You use your lightsaber to select and place your troops. It's a neat little game, and the motion tracking beacon even lets you move around the field so you can see the battle happening from different perspectives. Similarly, you can move yourself closer into the action to see the action closer and enlarged. It was pretty neat and lends itself easily to sit-down style gameplay. Arguably, the weakest of the experiences was holashes. But I say weak only because it was a demo and there's probably more depth to it beyond just moving monsters on a circular chessboard and ordering them to attack other monsters. I'm not sure how much strategy there is to holashes, but I look forward to be proven wrong when I get to try out the final version. The R headset you're looking for. It's every Star Wars fan's dream to engage in a real lightsaber battle, and companies have been trying to make this happen for decades. Jedi Challenges is the closest I've seen to any experience replicating these fantasy duels, and doing it well. Anyone remember Connect Star Wars? It's probably for the better if you don't. It was absolutely terrible. I was a little apprehensive when Lenovo invited me to try out the headset a second time after my disappointing first try. But I'm glad I did, because the headset and games are really damn fun, and I lost track of time while I was slashing away with my lightsaber. It's going to be a great next few months for Star Wars fans, if you can even get the headset. I imagine these things will sell out fast.